Welcome back to another Drum Magazine Groove Analysis Drum Lesson. I'm Nate Brown. In this lesson, I'm going to go over Hannah Welton's part to the song Wow. And that transcription can be found on page 43 of the April 2015 issue of Drum Magazine. So let's check it out. This is in 6/8 and it starts with a crescendo, a lot of 16th notes. Technically, you would count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. You might find it easier to count it as triplet, like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, or 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. However you want to do it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Then the groove starts here. What's cool about this groove is there are a lot of crashes in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch up those crashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have a second one. If you don't have a second crash cymbal, you might want to maybe just use a different stick. It gets you moving around a little bit more. So I'll do it on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now into the second line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3. Now here we've got a crash cymbal on 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And I'll slow that down. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And coming down the toms, the sticking I like to use is left, right, right. And that leaves me open for a crash out of the fill with the left stick. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 1. Last line. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and I'll slow that one down. I think it's cool how even in the fill on beat 4, that crash is still there. 1, 2, 3, and you can do that whichever crash. I'll start it over. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and then the last measure. 1, 2, and 3. Start the toms with that same sticking left, right. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. 5, everything closes. The bass or both feet go down. The hi-hat closes and the bass drum hits. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. This is a fun song to play, but if you take some of these ideas, like say the second line, first measure, and just repeat that over and over, it makes a pretty cool beat. So I'll do that. I'll only hit the crash the first time though. 1, 2, and repeat it. Maybe I'll speed it up. Move it to the hi-hat. Now I'm going to add the third line, first measure, to make it like a 2-measure repeating beat. So the second line, first measure, then the third. Second, third. You'll hear I'm also adding ghost strokes on all the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The third line, second measure is also fun. If we take out those crashes, we just play that as a beat. Repeat it over. And then finally, the last measure of that third line, third measure. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. If we had a hi-hat stroke on 5 and 6, 5, 6, and repeat that over and over. 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3. And even repeating the measure right before it and using that as a 2-measure repeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So even though you might not want to learn a whole particular song, it's always good to listen to what the drummer's doing and try to get ideas. Try to change things up and apply them in new ways. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I will see you next month in Drum Magazine. Keep drumming.